Hello, hello, my dear friends, family, Facebook. How are you doing? This is Tanya Sinitsa from Hit Splits Coaching, and I'm checking in from our wonderful backyard. The pool is almost ready, and I am working on my happiness. And since I've been reading quite some good stuff lately, I thought why not sharing some of it with you so you can learn, and maybe I could also motivate and inspire you to move into the right direction in case you are not on the best one right now. So what I have for you today, guys, apart from question, where are you checking in today, and where are you checking in from today, and are you enjoying your lunchtime? Comment below. And what I've prepared for you, like I said, I have 4 archetypes of happy people, and let's see which one of them applies to you, and would you prefer to be in another category? Let's dive right in. It's a book by Tal Ben-Shahar. I haven't read it yet, and I've just read a couple of things from his book about happiness, and it's just fantastic. So the first category, first archetype of happy people is basically the archetype of rat race. The person who is a rat racer lives for his or her objectives, lives for the future. The only thing that makes this person, the rat racer, happy is accomplishments, achievements. You know, when you do the check from a task, this is what makes you happy if you are a rat racer. You are goal-oriented, your life motto is the objective apologizes all the means. So anything for your future. You always want to control things, you want to control your future, and you want to control your goals, and you don't care how much you pay for it right now. You don't live in the present. Everything that comes with pleasure, you put it for later. You're not satisfied by pleasure. You actually don't want to be satisfied in your life at all unless if it comes with accomplishments and achievements. And then we go to the second archetype of happy people. It's hedonistic archetype. This type of people live only for the present, and it's all about the pleasure and getting away from pain, getting away from worries, from anything uncomfortable. If you are this type, then you may have noticed that the pleasure and happiness isn't the same thing. And also longing for love. So you want to only pursue your temporary goals, such as pleasure goals, alcohol, drugs, watching TV, or indulging in sports too much. Basically, you're trying to find a short-term escape from a painful reality that isn't allowing you to move forward and to be happy from the inside. Basically, it's outside happiness. You have no long-term goals, and you have rather destructive habits. If those two don't apply to you, so we had the rat racer, we had the hedonistic archetype, and now we're moving on to the nihilistic archetype. Yes, according to Tal Ben-Shahar and his book about happiness, there's a third one. The third one is nihilistic archetype. And this one, if you are in this category, then you are looking backwards. You're clinging to your past experience, and you cannot, it's also blocking you to move forward because you're trying to fix, quote unquote, your past first. You don't think that life has any meaning at all, that it makes sense. You don't even consider that there could be any pleasure, any happiness in it. And you're actually a pretty darn pessimist. You don't expect anything good from relationships, from social activities, from social events. So you don't even go for them. You don't go into relationships, and you don't hang out with people. Yeah. You feel weak and lost because you want to move forward, but your past experience isn't letting you to do that. So we had basically looking in front, looking in the back, in the past, and being too much in the short-term pleasure. And let me tell you, before I go into the fourth archetype, let me tell you that I've been in all of those. Come on, guys. Please let me know. Have you ever been a rat racer? Have you ever been so goal-oriented that you forgot about celebrations, anniversaries, anything that made you feel good wasn't important? I have. Last year and the year before, I was very close to burnout because I was just into go phase. I didn't care about, I didn't celebrate my birthday. I celebrated my husband's birthday, but mine didn't matter because I just want to move forward. I was just looking in front, into the future. And the second one, the short-term pleasure seeker, that was me in my not high school, but university years. Especially during the exchange in Montreal, about 8 years ago, I was only oriented to party, doing sports, and that was it. I didn't want to think what will happen in the future because I actually didn't have an idea where I wanted to live. So I couldn't really plan my future, or I thought I couldn't, obviously. And so yeah, I was in pretty hedonistic I had a pretty hedonistic attitude and approach to life. And then if you have ever been in a depression mode, if you've ever experienced depression, then I'm pretty sure you were in a nihilistic archetype. So I can tell you now that I've gone past this mode, past this stage. A couple of months ago, I was completely debalanced, and I couldn't get back up on my feet because there were so many things happening. So I experienced that as well. Complete pessimism and no meaning in life. So I'm just like, it doesn't matter, whatever. Here it goes. The 3 archetypes that I've experienced so far confirmed. Last but not least, that's the 4th archetype. It's the ideal state, and I'm moving towards it very fast, thankfully, luckily. It's the archetype of happiness. The real archetype of happiness is when you combine pleasure and sense, pleasure and meaning. So you're goal-oriented, you're looking into the future, long term, and you still enjoy life today and every day, and you still know that people and relationships and celebrations, they are all important as long as it's in the right amount. You enjoy the present while keeping being on the move for the future goals. So you're proactive and moving towards your goals and enjoying today, enjoying the present moment. So that's about it. Let me see, I've probably gone past 10 minutes. I apologize if you didn't expect this long. And thank you for watching. Let me know which archetype of happiness applies to you. And would you like to be working on another one? Would you like to learn how to go into the ultimate archetype of happiness? That's all for today. Have a wonderful sunny Thursday wherever you are. Hopefully you have sun. Bye-bye for now.